My name is Nyzinga Onifa, and I am the project coordinator for the Transatlantic One. I'm from the island of Barbados.
Okay. So, can you talk us about the origin of this project, when it starts?
Okay, 30 years ago, I came to Dakar through UNDP from Barbados, where I studied textiles for 1 year. And while living and working in Dakar, I found the dearth of information. Many people will ask me where I'm from and where's Barbados, and they didn't have a clue where Barbados was. So seeing the problem, I like to solve problems. I'm a problem solver. So what I did, I started to conceptualize a project, and I wrote a document called Economic and Cultural Exchanges between Africa and the Caribbean. I sent that document at that time to many presidents and prime ministers, the presidents in Senegal, presidents and prime ministers in the Caribbean. They lauded the project, but I guess they were not ready for it. To fast forward, I never gave up on that project. I always was, I lived in Senegal after for 10 years, and I was always back and forth in Senegal and trying to see how I can establish those links between Africa and the Caribbean. I saw the need for I always liked art. I'm an artist myself.
Okay.
I'm a designer. And for the Dakar Biennale, I always wanted to bring talented artists from Barbados to Dakar for the Biennale. I approached the National Cultural Foundation, which is a government entity in Barbados, and I asked them, the CEO, Carol Roberts, if she would be willing to fund the artists for the Dakar Biennale. And she said to me, just like what Nike says, let's do it. I put the idea also to Zulu, seeing that he's on this end and he's an artist that I've admired over the years. And we started to work on the project in November 2023. So this is how I started the project. I was here actually in Dakar for Zulu's 50th anniversary in October last year. And Zulu and I sat and talked about the project and everything. And then when I went back to Barbados, that is when I started to work.
So how many artists from Barbados are here for the Biennale?
We brought 10 artists, but 11 artists are showing their work. One artist is not here, didn't attend.
So, and what happened, and we can see Barbados artist creation here in the Village of Arts. What happened?
What happened, is a logistical problem. You know, you do not have many links between Africa and the Caribbean, and this is a serious problem. So airlifting the 23 pieces of art, the tableau.
Okay.
Yes, we had many problems where one airline would say yes, they're going to do it, and then when it reached France, it went from Barbados to Miami,
okay.
Miami to France, and then Dakar. But once it reached France, France said they need a certificate of fumigation, this, that. We provided that, but then they made another excuse. They need a stamp on the artwork. It's the crates of the artwork itself, and they sent back the artwork from France to Barbados. So it's a painful problem that we have, and heart-wrenching to see that the work has not arrived yet in Barbados. And I think these are things that our government got to look into. Barbados is 5 hours and a half away from Dakar. We need to establish those links. Instead of going to Europe and America all the time, there can be a hub from Barbados, where we service all the Caribbean, and from Senegal, where we service certain parts of Africa. So this problem can make us see what solutions can be brought between the two regions, and I think it is time that something is done to see how we can have those trade links and air links between Africa and the Caribbean.
So finally, we will have it before the Biennale close, or?
No, I am very positive it must be here before the Biennale finishes.
Great. So
yes.
We'll be here to see it.
Yes.
So another question, you said when you live here in Dakar, people don't ask about what happened to those who leave Gorée for slavery.
I said to you that you have Gorée as one of the major slave ports in West Africa. But Africans never ask the question, what happened to those people that left Gorée? You seem to forget it's like a family member that you had, and you send them away or they get shipped away, but you never ask about them.
What happened to them?
We are in the Caribbean living, we are in North America, and we are in parts of South America. And we have a lot to offer. There's a serious exchange in trade, in education, in culture, in the art, that we can business opportunities that once we get together, it will be phenomenal. We have so much that we can offer each other. And I think this is just one beginning, because there's so many things that can be done. Hopefully, I would like to bring a contingent again for the 2026 Biennale as soon as I get back to Barbados, or even before I go back to Barbados. I'm going to start planning for 2026. There student exchanges. The students in Barbados can come to study art in Dakar. So many opportunities for business. Business is so ripe, and we have so much to learn from our brothers and sisters in Africa, and vice versa.
Last question, which kind of connection people of Barbados have with Africa apart from a Biennale? Because I know that we have some African of diaspora, like Brazil or US, they try to realize the DNA test to see where are their real origin, and they return there. And they make connection. Is Barbados try to do something like that?
Yes, Barbadians are reaching out. Before, I find that people in the Caribbean were a little bit hesitant, and the images that were shown on the on television were very negative about Africa.
Ah, yeah. Even in Barbados?
Even in Barbados. So they had a very negative image about Africa. It's poor, it's this. But I think with the immersion of the internet, things have changed, and people want to come to Africa to see what Africa is like. When they hear stories now about Africa, they see many people before, when I was first in Senegal, and I go back to Barbados, you know, this is about 30 years ago, people would say, but what are you doing in that country all day? And I would make fun and say, I put on a grass skirt and I shake my waist all day, making fun. But I say, but you should see Africa. Africa is on the move. And we need to be more positive. And I think over the years, people have come to see that Africa is the new frontier. They're seeing the need to be here, the need to reach out. And you too have to ask and reach out to your brothers and sisters through business, through the arts, through culture, through education, through science, through technology, through tourism, to see how we can come together as the people that left and see what can happen now to collaborate together.
Thank you so much.